Okay, gang, it's been a while since I've done any electronic stuff. I picked up a clock. This is an analog clock out of a Datsun Z car. I believe it was a 76. It, of course I powered it up and it doesn't work, and uh, I removed a couple screws to get to the guts of it. I'm just going to show you here real quick. I'm going to be unsoldering these power leads just to make this a little bit easier to work on. But it looks like it uses a rather, let me get a better angle on it here. It looks like it's got a mechanical device to actually move the hands, powered by a coil and a small, um, balance wheel there. My guess is this is some kind of a simple oscillator circuit. I see a single transistor, a couple resistors, and a coil. I can't, and I've already moved this wheel. The wheel moves freely, and when that balance wheel moves, everything works. So it's not a mechanical issue. I put my meter on it, and it was pulling about 10 milliamps. I have no idea if that's correct or not, but whatever. If it's an oscillator and it's not oscillating, that might be high, but I don't know. I see what looks like a silicon transistor. I really doubt that's going to be a problem. I see a small glass diode in there. That's no big deal. I see quality resistors. By that I mean, the kind that don't generally drift, so I doubt they're going to be out. I see two electrolytics. Now, I don't know what the circuit on this is, but if it's an oscillator, it can't be very complicated. Usually it's just a simple feedback circuit. And it would go through that coil, and that coil would then alternately energize and de-energize, and that's what would make it work. So just a wild guess here is those caps are very suspect. Anything this old, I mean, this clock's well, it's 40 years old. It was a 76. And I don't think it's ever had any work done on it. I sincerely doubt those caps are good, but I guess it's possible. My normal course would be to try to find a schematic, and I'll still do that, but I can also just go ahead and replace those caps and be done with it. Classic recap it. I'm usually not an advocate for doing that, but in this case, a couple 40-year-old electrolytics, yeah, and it's such a simple circuit. What I'll do, I'll also check the coil for continuity. I sincerely doubt that it's opened up, but that's a real simple check. But the first things first is I'm going to unsolder it so I can have a little bit easier to handle, and I don't have to worry about damaging the hands. I'll try to figure out some way. I don't really want to take those off because I don't want to screw things up. So I'll figure out some way of securing the clock and being able to work on it. I don't know. The PC board looks like it's just held on with a couple little Phillips, so I suspect it'll be extremely easy to get it off. And I'm not sure how that coil is mounted. It might be mounted to the PC board, so I guess that's kind of critical. There's a very narrow gap between that thing there and that coil, so obviously you want to make sure that gap isn't screwed up. But more to come. You guys, if you find these clocks and they don't work, like I said, they look real simple. I suspect it's going to be a simple fix. More later on part 2.